by the able-bodied Obi.
I like
Yes,
that able
morning.
body boy.
Well, the able-body,
It don't feel fit boy.
yeah. Well, the able-body doesn't mean fit, eh?
Good morning,
but,
boy,
but,
ex-boy.
but,
We taking that.
but nevertheless, good morning to the Ground Report team. Andy Williams. I hope you are recovering all right, my brother. Lennox Smith and the original Nigel Snipes. Good morning to all the people traveling to and from the workplace or going to the workplace. Good morning to you all. Yes, yeah. Anybody traveling on the bus route or public transport, yeah, public transport. Right, today is a kind of laid back day for me. On Fridays is more laid back kind of thing. We'll take a lot of phone calls. Do it real simple today. The what I was going to say, boy. Anyhow, nevertheless, so I see they have. Well, we're going by today's papers, basically, and unfortunately, a young girl has lost her life for $4,500. God, they're real sad, yes?
Yeah.
Real sad. Nice little girl, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Nice girl.
And the one who killed she just as nice too.
Eh?
Yeah, boy.
Well, it is only doing only this. And she leave the knife too, you know? She leave the evidence.
Yeah, they're on the run from what I was
You so
told.
sad, boy?
I don't know if they catch them, but
On every heat at the moment, and what you when adrenaline rushing into your system,
yeah.
and you're making decisions, it does be a hell of a thing, eh? Yes, I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah,
Because
young people again.
if you pull a knife, that is premeditated murder,
Yeah.
and then you went and you use it, and then you leave it at the job site.
And you
at
flee.
the job site.
And then you flee.
And then you flee on top of that. You just throw away your
whole life.
you know what I mean? Because there's DNA, there's everything, and on top of that, the bezel of the knife
Mm-hmm.
is also one that will cut you.
Yeah.
So, for instance, when you're using certain knives, the bezel of the knife, which is where the knife goes into the metal, the wood piece goes into the metal, more or less. And most times, when you're jabbing an instrument into something or somebody, most times you would get cut. Yeah, I know I didn't know that, right? I didn't know all I know I didn't know that, right? So when you're stabbing something, just know that you could get cut from the blade very easily. And maybe a very small cut, but nevertheless it would leave your DNA and so on and so on. So most times you are convicted based on that evidence. That is where the real evidence comes in when someone stabs someone. So the bezel of the knife is where the excitement does start. So I wish you luck with that running. It's not so far in Trinidad they could run. But you had to face the music. The man girl come for she money. And you take up forage and rush outside with a knife. And you end up stabbing the old man. Something wrong with all there.
Yeah, but you know is the sad part about that whole thing? Now she going inside for some woman who inside there who ain't get no action in a long time to watch she and lick she lips while the man outside to get action from all the other women except her because she decide to fight for he for $4,500. You see how life is?
It is what it is. It is what it is. It's right there for everybody to see. Right? I see my prime minister talking about she was hurt by the remarks and she would be hurt, you know. But she could take job. That is one thing. That is one thing I'm sure about. The prime minister could take job, and she had to understand that is the territory she in anyhow. So she had to be able to manage the situation as best as she can. You know what I mean? And hey, all you watch World Cup. Watch World Cup. Watch how they just bring together. Watch the camaraderie you get from World Cup. It's not no N word or no C word or no. It's nothing like that. It's just everybody just meeting by bars and congregating and drinking a rum.
I agree with that statement 100%.
Why?
Because the good calls I show speed N word there.
Well, we don't care what you.
And other people get it too.
Man. But anyhow, all you try and get away from this race thing, this the politicians and then bringing this race thing into the
into
equation.
the space.
And well, boy, I don't know if to say it. Let me not say it. Let me not say it. I'm gonna keep it to myself.
Leave it alone.
I'm gonna keep it to myself because I don't want to open up a kind of worms that is unnecessary, right? What I do know is that there are a lot of PNM people outside there who are disgruntled that their party not inside. It is what it is. It is only fair, right? We live in a democratic nation. If you're not for one side, you're for the other. And they making their best to create a bacchanal here, there, and everywhere. And it is the same when the UNC inside, bacchanal talk, same thing. So it is what it is. Where's that going on there?
Nothing. Nah, you know.
You press nothing there?
No.
I hear myself in the mic.
Check your phone audio or something.
Nah, my phone audio.
Nah, well, I know, cousin.
Right down.
I know what's going on there. Nah, there's nothing on we end.
Right down. All right, okay. Yeah, so the lady Yassi, what is lady Yassi Omowale? Yeah, I think the center has now opened. Every year, every year in the past, the old Kafra Kambon used to complain about not getting no money for the center, the celebration of the emancipation thing. Kind of thing. I wonder if we have an Independence Day this year. I think we have an Independence Day, right?
Oh yeah, speaking of that, you didn't say Happy Emancipation Day. Well, you don't feel emancipated today?
No, I don't. You have this thing, right? Now, I'm on a board, right? And most of my board members are East Indian people, right? 90% of my board are East Indian people, right? So you only have two really black men on the board, basically, right? One is our constituency chairman and myself, right? And I keep watching that scenario. I just playing that scenario in my head all the time, right? Because when we have in TNTech, I asked for a list of events for the year because it didn't have that in TNTech before, right? A list of events for the year, culminating Independence, Indian Arrival Day, all the celebrations that we have during the year. TNTech was not really part of it, kind of thing, right? It was kind of low key and men didn't have no courage and whatever, right? And we sort of fixed that, right? So we got a calendar of events for the year. So we have Emancipation Day, we have Indian Arrival Day, we have all the different ethnicities. Well, all the days that we have in the calendar, we celebrated, right? So when it was Indian Arrival Day, it was a real shock for me because I don't have any kurta or what is call it? The male Indian wear. I think that kurta that's called it. I think.
For men.
Right, and the woman would be in the sari and the tika on their head and whatever. So it was a real kind of awakening for me because I don't have clothes to suit that occasion, Indian Arrival, right? And I remember years ago with me and Snipe Self, we celebrated the Emancipation Day across the road there on the other radio station. And I said that I will not be wearing anything African for that African holiday. Right? I am a Trinidadian, number one. And I have Portuguese mix. I have some Indian, some African, a little bit of everything in me, right? So I like Kalalu, right? So I don't see myself, I say that I will not wear African wear. And if I will not wear African wear, I will not wear Indian wear either.
Right.
Or any other
or we could get something tailor-made for you half an hour.
Nah, I could do my thing. I am a tailors and them, you know. I am a tailors and so on. But
you could look half Indian, half African, you know.
So it was a real kind of strange kind of feeling the first last year with the Indian Arrival Day. I was in my normal. No, everybody else in the
thing
in the respective cultural way and I in my normal shirt and pants kind of
Yeah.
thing because I am not celebrating
I,
Indian
I, I
arrival or
personally don't
emancipation.
celebrate it,
Uh,
but I had an outfit for today, and my sons was like, "Daddy, don't spoil the surprise for your show." So they
oh,
felt like I shouldn't have shared it, even though I told them, I said, we share audiences somewhat. They
right.
said, no, Daddy, save the surprise for your show.
All right,
So
cool.
you will see
Nothing wrong with that.
my emancipation outfit later,
All
and
right.
you will love it too.
All right. Okay. Well, I tune in for that. I tune in to see that. Right. So, I am not wearing any African wear unless we are not emancipated as a people.
Yes.
We are not financially where we need to be as a people. We don't have any kind of, um, well, I wouldn't identify myself as African, but black, basically, right? So we don't have a lot of things that we should have by now. The conversation should have advanced by now. We should have been much further along as a black race of people. They should have been making their contribution. Just as how the Chinese come here and they form their association, and every corner in Trinidad and Tobago a Chinese shop is due. Either a laundry or a Chinese food place is at every corner throughout this country. If you drive around the country, you will see a Chinese shop at a corner most times, or close to a corner, and all around the country. So that, I guess that is part of the culture or
Well,
whatever the
now
case
it's
is.
grocery.
Right? Yeah, well, grocery
Everywhere,
too,
look, now
right?
it's a grocery.
So if you look at the Syrian community, they have their holidays that they celebrate. What do you call it? Oh God, Haka, not Haka. Oh God, I forget the name of it. Yes, but nevertheless, they have their pieces, and the Hindus have their pieces, and everybody. But black people, we put on a nice outfit, look nice, nice, nice for one day, walk down Frederick Street, and talk done. After that, that is not what I subscribe to. So I will not be wearing any African wear,
I feel the same way.
and I will not be wearing any Indian wear. But it was very out of place for me when I went
It
to,
felt like the odd duck.
yes, because, well, normally the deputy chief, he does he does he well, he's accustomed because he is a chairman of a corporation, so he has to get into zone with certain things, right?
Okay.
He has to get into zone, so he has thing. But I am the only doc that different on the board because I am predominantly African. But generally, I don't celebrate African, and my vow is that I will not. And this is a vow that we made back in the day, me and Snipes, will not put on any African wear until we are truly emancipated as a people. Because you can't be saying it and not living it. It doesn't work like that. So, all of us forgive me a bit, right? Because I'm not into that showmanship kind of thing, right? But
Yeah.
And,
I feel the same way. I don't I think it's playing smart with stripperness, and I feel like it's somewhat politically, the narrative has shifted now to it's used more as a political tool.
well, yeah.
Yeah. So because of that, I don't feel
Well,
invested as
well, I
much.
was watching the parliament yesterday and I see a lot of people in the African wear.
But I think they have
And
to
it
do
does
that to
look-
represent.
yeah, but it does look real misfitish kind of thing.
Yes.
At least
And
that's
not-
my view, people. I reserve the
Yes,
right for my view,
for
right?
your
I
view.
find it's look kind of not fitting kind of thing. But as a prime minister, she has to
She
be able
has
to
to play the
celebrate
role,
all
yes.
the
She has to
roles
play the role.
that she is governing a place that is multinational and so on, and we have different types of people, right? But the rest, I don't really well, we have all they do, but the prime minister have a role to play. But I just find it look misfitish. You're celebrating your thing, but you are the prime minister of all, so you have to look the part. And she looks pretty lovely in her dress. Well, I saw a post yesterday that somebody called all Prindella because they have out
Yeah.
all the outfits, and somebody said, God, please call Prindella Because they were looking kind of
Mm-hmm.
wherever. But it was well interesting to see, I mean, and you learn a lot when you're watching these things from afar.
Yeah.
You
You get to see the optics in it.
Yes, you get to see the optics.
Yeah, and that is what I did for many years. I looked at the optics in it, and I was like, I don't subscribe to this. So yeah, it's not for me.
Well, today is a day you can call at any time. 34. What are we number? 3494911
Mm.
6224911 and 3944911.
And to the callers, we are telling you all that we are currently having some technical issues with the WhatsApp. We are trying to get some tech support to come and check the WhatsApp, please. Tech support, come and give us a check on the WhatsApp, please.
We'll deal with that after.
Yeah, blank.
So you're not getting any WhatsApp at all?
Nah, nothing on the WhatsApp. It
All right.
blank.
All right. I know somebody like all their free thing too now. You know, let's go. Woman stabbed to death in her ex-boyfriend 400. I'm thinking them just worry me as well.
It does make you feel sad.
Murdered cops finding once death penalty for killers. Well, we going through this song and dance for the longest while, every day kind of thing. Yeah, well, it's your family and you would call for that kind of thing. But I don't know. We just doing our own thing, boy. I don't know. I really don't know. All I want to say is that and I finally see a picture of Star Sabga, boy. Finally see a picture in the papers of Star Sabga. Yesterday, I think.
Wait, you didn't keep it, boy?
Yeah, I forget to screenshot it, But I finally get to see a picture of Star Sabga.
Yeah, how tanty look.
But she's a nice little bird, man.
Oh, God. Old woman we taking home.
Yeah, well kept whole thing, man. You can't
Star
go.
Sabka we taking home.
A well kept whole thing.
Star Sabka alone.
Sasai. It is what it is, right?
I wonder if that is the reason why all these mealmen are saying loud tanty, boy. I wonder if them trying to get a little PS5 on a low, get tanty a little loving and PS5 sure they,
All right.
Yeah, well,
I have a woman on my status. She's 64. She named Granny Maya. No, I don't understand how. I try to understand how Granny Maya looking like that, right? If you look at my status, you will see her, right? Granny Maya is 64, but from her neck down, she's about 28, 29 for the most. She has a perfect body.
Tanty banging.
Yeah, but she face hard like times. Hard like the road.
Oh, Lord.
And I like, what is going on? How tanty have this body? It look AI-ish. It's really look AI-ish.
It could be, you never know,
No, serious. It does look AI-ish, boy. Serious, But it's not AI-ish, as far as I understand. Not AI-ish.
Okay.
Understand? Let me see if I get a picture to show you how tanty looking at 64 years of age, 64 years of age, tanty looking top of the line.
Okay.
And I like, how you get your body like that at 64?
Well,
How you actually work that?
she probably have some kind of something going for she. But yeah, she probably has some kind of something going for she.
Yeah, but what? you can't be keeping. How you do that?
Well,
I
you remember the women are the older women are taking care of themselves a little more than the young ladies nowadays.
No. She overdoing it. She overdoing it.
You mean she overdoing it?
She looking
You
top of the line.
You just can't handle tanty steam. So
No, it's not matter that. Actually, I'm looking for a picture for the woman for you to see what I'm telling you about. And they go tell me, nah. That's the first thing that's the first thing you go about.
I will tell you it's AI.
Yeah.
I might say it's AI.
Tell me it's AI, yeah. No serious, I'm telling you. Tanty looking like her face hard like times, but
oh Lord, he says she face hard like time. Well, it's so boy.
No, she face really hard and shooter, but she looking real, and I like that would be what the moment of them let's pull goals at what is it call it? It's goals let's call it. They have one name let's call it, man. Um, um, oh God, when they point, I'm to the bed ain't walking on.
When they looking out,
Ever?
when they looking out,
When they're looking a certain way, there's goals. That's one of my goals now to look like that, or somebody with a nice back or a nice body. Relationship, no, not relationship.
exercise goal or a body goal or something like that.
In what you call it?
Or a fit goal or a ageable goal.
But I don't know what to call it, to be honest. I don't know.
But she aging like fine wine. That's what you're saying.
Yes,
in a nutshell.
Yes.
To the point where you're not sure what you're seeing.
Yeah, boy. I like what is going on here.
Hey, we are callers calling you.
Right,
We missed that one. Call back, caller.
Let me hear them, man. Let them call.
The line's open. No, they can call. Today's free up Friday, you know, so they can free up all yourself.
This is just a different kind of show. I called Stephan yesterday or sometime, yes. He going all right. Hello,
caller, good morning.
Morning.
Pleasant, good morning. XX.
What's happening?
Yeah, man. Well, where you really is, because I now remember you are Douglas, you're African, you're Spanish. Where you really is?
Man, the man say he's a calaluso. So if that is the case, he's in a pot.
Yeah, because you can't wear that tiki, you can't wear Indian, no Chinese, nobody outfit.
Nah, he can't wear nobody outfit.
He can't wear nothing.
So
yeah, you have to stay how you is. But anyhow, X, what is really going on with this drugs, these medicines for these people who ageable?
Well, I saw that.
These basic who we have to do, where we have to do, boys, to look at this thing. I now went and get 2 tablets there for a lady. 2 important tablets for dementia and stroke. And it's $1,000, boy, $1,000.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Just for the month.
Yeah.
So if you don't have money in this country,
you did.
Right, because they gain your paper for CDAP, but CDAP ain't have the tablet, but they have it to sell.
Yeah, well, that is how it is going on.
They don't have
but oh God, man, but I mean to say, wait is after them people don't work so hard, after them people don't make the contribution, that's more than they pen. But look, but anyhow, X, I want to give a tribute to Maurice Marshall. As a man, I will be never supposed to forget as a parliamentary representative that stand up for the people.
It's going.
They could say what they want. Marshall, it's in Maurice Marshall, people kill him with who want gas and who want that. It was the pressure by the boss when they gave the super ministries to run. So I want to tribute as a black man who tried to represent
that is AI. The face.
The people.
The face give it away. It's AI.
But otherwise, we have problem with leaders. We have, and I find them union and all, them gone in politics, them in dealing with workers again. Been a whole ball of confusion in this country, boys. The place was cleaning. Nobody know what's going on. Like, where really going on? We're really going on, ex-boy, and we have a lot of talk shows, only talking, like them just singing for the supper, like you can't talk the right thing, and then the police waiting on you. If you talk the right thing,
that's it.
Boy, listen, man. Boy, me and lying, no. Boy, it's a thing we really can't say we, but God alone know.
All right, cool.
Emancipation, boy, we still in slavery, boy.
We take it off. We take it off. We hand and put it on we brain. We just take it off we hand and put it on my brain. That's all we do.
Sure.
Because look at small shop, right? Look at brother's shop. Look at Miss Claudine. All the African shops we had in Lavanti. All of them dead paupers. And the Syrian, the Chinese and them, all of them stay with their money and make money. Kiloki, all of them make money and move out.
Right.
So we is the own problem.
Yep.
We is the own problem. We have to get conscious. That's why me liking my enemies, boy. I don't care what nobody say. I did like that Marriage because he used to show you point blank where he stand for.
You people,
and I showing you point blank where I stand for too.
Yeah.
Only have a good day, boy.
All right, cool, thanks. Yeah,
I now seeing something here. Your boy Pelf does sing music too?
Not recently.
Not recently. I seen that something here named Live Good from Pelf.
Yeah. There are plenty thing on Pelf Day. We had about 4 or 5 tunes from him.
Well, we go pull that in. That go be in the Little Blue Water segment.
Check
Caller, good day.
Morning, Obi.
Put get on board. Get on board and see. Yeah,
I
go ahead.
always say today is Free Up Friday.
Yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead,
man.
go ahead,
Free
go
up
ahead.
your Friday, man.
Right? I see they pardon 17 of them and they free them up.
No. Well, let me clear up that. I'll clear
One
up that
time.
when you come off the line, right? But go ahead, make a contribution.
Right, they pardon them.
No, they didn't pardon them just yet. But go ahead.
Okay, well, you see,
I will explain
they're
why
not
just.
publishing the list.
No,
So I'm looking out for some names like Casey Nelson to see if he's on the name. You remember the former government wanted to do that.
right, okay.
And the other thing I wanted to talk, I want the LATT to remove the yoke around the neck. Because I see the Criminal Bar Association president say, tight pants, contempt of court, misrepresenting what the Privy Council say. So he has so much Teflon. Somebody has to discipline. I don't know why they are free to remove people off the role. They're saying that is what profession? The noble profession? It
Yes.
looks like that is where all the rotten people that go are going to have a nice
All right,
fun.
okay. All right.
Okay,
All right.
so you clean up that.
The story was let go by Ian Allen yesterday about a pardoning taking place, right? 17 people got pardoned, right? And I see some loose comments below, right? So I got into my contacts, wherever the case may be, and I called the person to ask what is going on, right? The process is simple, right? The process is the committee recommends to the chairman. He or she accepts the recommendation. So there's a committee and there's a chairman of the committee,
Right.
right? And they recommend to the chairman who should be let go, right? He or she accepts the recommendation or rejects and forwards same to president,
Right.
to the president of the nation, who may or may not agree with the recommendations. If she does, she issues a warrant of pardon.
And that is solely based on what they might have been charged for
Yeah.
and all these different things.
Right? So it has not reached to the point where he sold it like 70 people get pardoned and that is it talk done.
Yeah, because again, you remember he into this, he have a couple green people on him. There's make a lot of typos and stuff, and not only that, you remember you had to farm full lady thing. You remember he trying to get the ratings up for his new thing, so he go farm full lady thing.
And also, several people were recommended for pardon.
Right.
With the previous administration,
Right.
and it got stuck in legal, and they never pardoned the people on them.
Well, typical on that
So
PNM.
he gets it to move, and he has now submitted some names to the president for consideration
of
for
pardoning
writ of
people.
pardon.
Okay.
So long as that goes through, and it's people with minor offences, wherever that
And
gets.
so, let me ask you a real simple question, right? And all it would have take to clear up that was you just reading the article properly?
No.
No? Based on what he put out there? Or is it naturally sold so in the article?
This is what I was told.
Oh, you was told that. So,
Yeah.
but how it's sold here,
How
it's
it's sold in
sold
the
here that
article,
they
like
don't
70
get let
people
go.
70 people get pardoned.
And that is why everybody was going nuts in the comment section.
Yes. They start to go wild and sort of talk about I'm gonna get some of the comments.
Caller, good morning.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning, sir.
Well, Mr. X, I agree with you 100%. That's how I live my life myself. I accept everybody's religion. I expect everybody's wishes. I celebrate with them everything. But I ain't putting on no kind of beer that my normal beer I use. So that's how my life is. My whole family do the same thing. But we celebrate everything in good faith and in good being.
All right,
So
cool.
I see no problem in that.
All right, no problem. Thanks. Yeah, but in terms of dressing up for the occasion, I just find that a clown thing for me.
Okay. Well, I see something here. Let me just read it out. Public advisory, the Ministry of the People, Social Development and Family Services advises the public that effective August 1st, 2026, all individuals approved as new beneficiaries of the Senior Citizens Pension and Public Assistance Grant General Access grant and disability assistance grant will access their social welfare payments through their personal bank accounts via direct deposits. This transition from one features of the ministry ongoing re-engineering process to modernize social service delivery and improve the overall efficiency of grants, payments, and enhance security and protection for recipients' benefits. The ministry remains committed to delivering social services that is accessible and secure and responsive to the evolving needs of the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago.
All right. Direct deposit.
Direct deposit, which now means we're going to be seeing a lot of young ladies by the ATM machine with the sugar daddies. They're telling me, "That my uncle, that my grandpa." You lie. You lie. Yeah, you're going to make sure you get your bundles. You're making sure Papi get your bundles. But
after that, about 6 comments, 6 paragraphs on the article. Right? These are the comments from the people, right?
Right.
Show faces though, so we could put our name with our face.
Oh Lord.
Where the names crime pardon from?
Oh Lord.
It is alleged that 17 candidates for presidential pardon are persons who were detained during the state of emergency with PDOs.
Wow. Level misinformation there.
How can you pardon someone who was not convicted of a crime but was arrested on gut feeling? And
you see how dangerous misinformation could be, eh?
So what? Don't we have investigative journalists that can provide us with the names, crimes, time already served, etc.? Why wasn't this information supplied by the said pardon committee?
Wow.
So after 6 paragraphs, right?
Yeah.
You're understanding the gist of what people thought, right?
Yeah. People thinking that these are people who were arrested and held under the PDO.
Well, no, that is just one guy's opinion. But
that is one guy's opinion.
The general thing is that 17 people get pardoned, so
tell me the names. We want to know who it is, so that we can know if to keep we door lock. Yes, and all these different things.
And that is not the sentiment of the meaning of what was conveyed via the article. After 6 paragraphs, this is what people coming up with. Yeah, right. We need to know the names. Remember Section 34.
Well,
Ish and Steve.
Yeah, well, you remember fear-mongering is real, and this is why again we say this X. They have made our society think a specific way.
Yep.
Because if you'll notice, everybody there has a different thought, but all of their thought aligns with the same narrative, eh?
Right. But after 6 paragraphs, which means it was not spelled out properly.
No.
So people thought it was
because
a list of people.
I need to sensationalize the article to bring eyes to it. And this is where this is why I say there are 2 types of things. There are journalists and there are journalists. That is journalists there.
Right.
Because you're selling urine. Right? To people. You're pissing on people and telling them it's rain. So everybody come in there now and everybody getting heightened. They're anxious. The views going up, the clicks going up, which means more money for you in your pocket. Yeah, but at the same time, you're selling the nation misinformation.
And that is the sensationalism that comes with the article.
Yeah. And most newspapers in this country do that.
Because it was sold a certain way.
Yeah.
You know? Yep. Hello, good day. Hello, good day.
Hey, morning. I'm kind of first-time caller.
Right. All right, first-time caller. Go ahead.
But I listen to the radio right through the night.
All right, no
problem. Morning to the afternoon.
All right, cool.
Sometime, but only have some good comedians here too, right?
Some good what?
Comedians. Oh, yes. I'm talking about the morning show, eh?
Oh, okay.
You see that evening show with Heavy? With that know your country thing and asking about all kind of stupidness that we time. No, people don't want to hear that. I don't know
No, sir. You can't say that. Say you don't want to hear that. That was a segment that was requested by people. That he didn't make that for himself. That was requested by people.
That children thing, I think they learn in school.
Okay, hold on. You say that that's children thing, right? and that is still learning school, right? Right? Who was the person that wrote our national anthem?
Well, all I seen is this station, all you
What?
have on this thing here
What?
is a UNC station, right?
What? This is not a UNC station, sir. You are wrong.
I want to understand. I is a UNC supporter.
What do the colors on our national flag represent? What do the colors on our national flag represent?
Yeah, well, you have your opinion, right? But that's
But that's my opinion. That's all I say, mate.
Well, right, and because you are entitled to your opinion, we not vex with you, but we are telling you saying nobody don't want to hear that. You don't want to hear that. Have a good morning, Chief. We ain't able. Say you don't want, if you don't want to hear that, all you have to do is not tune in to Heavy and them, or when that segment come, go in your bathroom, use your toilet or something and come back. You can't want to change a whole segment of our program just because you don't like it and saying nobody else don't want to hear that. It have people who requested that. Caller, good morning.
Good morning to all. I believe what the guy was trying to say, right? I agree with him in a sense that the questions that they're asking, it's not educational. You're asking about movies. And who was the first president of Trinidad and Tobago? Who was the first prime minister?
Okay, sir. And again...
No, you said know your country, but asking about movies, Santa Barbara, and it doesn't make much sense to me, and to a lot of people too. But ask something about the country.
It's a critique of the program that you would like to see more depth of politics kind of thing, right? Kind of thing? Is this too shallow? That's what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, cool. We'll take it in consideration and we'll pass it on to the other crew. We'll take it in consideration and pass it on to the other crew, right? So
yes, thank you.
No worries, right?
But I love all the programs.
Okay, no problem. Have a good day, sir.
I'm tuned up from 6 to 8.
Have a good day, sir. All right? Okay.
Every day.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so...
Yeah.
Well, let's put it this way. We're not adverse to critics. And if you hear something that is not palatable, well, two people would have said it now, that they think the question should be more political. I will just pass it on to the other crew.
One felt...
If they take it, that is fine.
Yeah, but one felt that it shouldn't exist. One felt that the question is this. And hear what I'm saying. They run that segment from, the WhatsApp. They run the segment from Monday to Friday. They run this segment for 4 weeks.
Right.
The Know Your Country also pertains to shows and things that you would have seen as a child growing up, to see if you can remember. That is one. Two, if we were to rotate questions only based on Trinidad and Tobago, you could wrap up majority of questions for Trinidad base alone within 2 to 3 weeks if you're asking, because remember, the segment is an hour or more. Half an hour more. You're asking 5 to 10 questions. So if we go through national flag, quota, prime minister, and we keep rotating it, everybody will know those things eventually, and you win. Nobody win, nobody win lose, because you will reach a loop where you run out of stuff to ask. That is where...
Well, to keep the balance, they could run it, both ways, where they could... half and half, basically. Half and half depth questions, half and half normal questions. And talk done.
And they do that. Caller, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Yeah.
Morning, Obi. Obi.
Yeah.
That's what I like this segment with we Know Your Country. Know Your Country men's program in Trinidad right now.
All right.
Thank you so much. Have a good morning, gentlemen. Have a good weekend.
Okay, cool. No problem. Right, but we're not only people on them program, eh?
Yeah.
You got your point in. Let's move away from that, please. Hello, good day.
Yeah, hello, good morning, Mr. X.
Good
morning to you.
Yeah, and this is a guy from the evening program.
Obi.
Obi?
Yeah, brother.
Look, you see them previous callers who call and say, know your country is this and that kind of thing? Look, a little study them, that is an excellent part of the program.
We
right? And it goes across.
You have a contribution otherwise? You have
a lot of people call into that program, and half of them know nothing about the country.
All right.
It's an educational program at the same time.
All right.
So you guys keep up the good work, and God bless everyone. And happy African Emancipation Day.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Right. So one thing I had to learn about me, right?
Yeah.
I hate, and I detest. 18 years now I in radio, and I detest people calling to tell another caller and to critique. And you made your point. We have understood that.
Keep it moving.
Keep it moving. Not on this program, because I don't tolerate those things.
Exactly.
Right? That's my style in radio from ever since. Because I not into this tell that one and tell this one and say, and you see all them kind of do this thing.
And with that, folks,
I for the block.
With that, folks, we go into a quick break and we will be back shortly.
Protect yourself from electric shock.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stephan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive Home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
The Tobago Heritage Festival is much more than a series of cultural shows. It is Tobago's largest annual celebration of history, traditions, and community spirit. Created in the mid-1980s to preserve the island's unique customs, the festival brings Tobago's past to life through music, dance, storytelling, food, and folklore. Unlike many festivals that take place in one location, the Tobago Heritage Festival spreads across villages throughout the island. Each community proudly presents its own traditions, giving visitors an authentic look at Tobagonian life and culture. This year's festival runs from July 16th to August 1st, 2026, celebrating the importance of community, togetherness, and cultural identity. The Tobago Heritage Festival 2026, keeping Tobago's rich heritage alive for future generations.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story. From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
Some stories are written in books. Others live in the hearts and memories of a people. One of Tobago's most famous folk legends is that of Gangang Sara, a mysterious African woman said to have flown across the Atlantic and settled in the village of Golden Lane. According to the legend, she possessed the power of flight, but after living in Tobago and eating salt, she lost her ability to return.
Live good, so you don't watch your back. The goodness of your heart is gonna stand up behind you. Live good, you're catching me drift. This is for the men and them who like to create mischief. And when you watch around and you break it down and you see it come, we not living like that. And when you kick him down and you break him down and you feel you're strong, we not living like that. And when you watch around and say life is crazy, and a man will try and kill you for a penny, you're not living on, you're just keeping strong. Everybody just sing out the song. Live good, so when you give and you get, everybody gonna say, oh yes, we are no regret. Live good, so when you get in a jam, everybody gonna say, oh yes, he is a good man. Live good, so you don't watch your back. The goodness of your heart is gonna stand up behind you. Live good, you're catching me drift. This is for the men and them who like to create mischief. So when you watch around and you break him down and you see him come, we not living like that. And when you kick him down and you feel you're strong. We not living like that. I say be careful with the things that you do. If it's bad, it's gonna come back to you. And if it come back strong, you go have to run. Everybody just sing out the song now. Live good. So when you give and you get, everybody gonna say, oh yes, we are no regret. Live good. So when you get in a jam, everybody gonna say, oh yes, he is a good man. Live good. So you don't watch your back. The goodness of your heart is gonna stand up behind you. Live good. You're catching me drift. This is for the men and them who like to create mischief. Live good. So when you give and you get, everybody gonna say, oh yes, we are no regret. Live good. So when you get in a jam, everybody gonna say, oh yes, he is a good man. Live good. So you don't watch your back. The goodness of your heart is gonna stand up behind you. Live good. You're catching me drift. This is for the men and them who like to create mischief. And when you watch around and you break it down and you see it come, we not living like that. And when you kick him down and you break him down and you feel it strong, we not living like that. And when you watch wrong and say life is crazy, and a man will try and kill you for a penny, you're not living on, you're just keeping strong. Everybody just sing out the song now. Live good. So when you give and you get, everybody gonna say, oh yes, we are no regret. Live good. So when you get in a jam, everybody gonna say, oh yes, he is a good man. Live good. So you don't watch your back. The goodness of your heart is gonna stand up behind you. Live good. You're catching me drift. This is for the men and them who like to create mischief. Live good. Live good. Live good. Live good.
Doctor, tell me, put this in your head. If you keep drinking all that rum, boy, you go dead. You go dead. Why you trying too hard to mash up your stomach? Excessive drinking go mash up your heart. So you see me right now, I good. I had enough. I don't drink in moderation, so you can't change me up. Boy, I good. I had enough. I don't drink in moderation, so you can't change me up. 10 bottles of alcohol on the table. Why you telling yourself that you can make me unstable? My liver never make out a iron and steel. And I know
Talk City 91.1 FM. From the headlines everybody's discussing to the conversations shaping the country, Heavy Duty and David Welch are taking you under the radar. Straight talk, strong opinions, the conversations that matter. Now in its brand new drive time slot. Weekdays from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. on Talk City 91.1 FM. Politics, current affairs, trending topics, and the stories everybody's talking about. All in one place. Under the radar with Heavy Duty and David Welch. Weekdays 3 to 6 only on Talk City 91.1 FM.
And that 10 minutes was brought to you by Blue Waters. Stay tuned for your 10 o'clock news headlines.
Good morning. I'm Mary-Therese Bernard with the latest headlines to the hour. Finance Minister Devendra
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stephan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Take it front with Officer Shabadi. Go beyond limits with Roland Stewart. Drive home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
The Tobago Heritage Festival is much more than a series of cultural shows. It is Tobago's largest annual celebration of history, traditions, and community spirit. Created in the mid-1980s to preserve the island's unique customs, the festival brings Tobago's past to life through music, dance, storytelling, food, and folklore. Unlike many festivals that take place in one location, the Tobago Heritage Festival spreads across villages throughout the island. Each community proudly presents its own traditions, giving visitors an authentic look at Tobagonian life and culture. This year's festival runs from July 16th to August 1st, 2026, celebrating the importance of community, togetherness, and cultural identity. The Tobago Heritage Festival 2026, keeping Tobago's rich heritage alive.
All right, people, we're back inside, and yeah, we're inside like a liver. Yeah. We inside, and you know, today is a kind of laid back kind of day for me because I just want to go and sit down in a bar and drink. I don't know why, boy.
Yeah, boy, you have some voice notes here too, Citizen Nobody.
I just want to sit down in a bar and just relax.
Where you want to relax and drink though?
Today's Friday.
Free up Friday.
Friday. Right, so God, but this is one looking nice, boy. God, nice girl, nice girl, yes, girl. Yeah, nevertheless, the phone lines are open. 622-394-4911 and 349-4911. We into the oh God. No, don't say that. All right. I taken that. I'm gonna put yeah, you see that people that love the show, they say there are serious topics where look, them are the paddle one canoe and I just go and pass the information. You know what I mean? You're listening. As we bring back this station nicely, so it is what it is. Yeah. Yeah.
I see your boy Citizen, nobody has something here. Let me play it quick.
All right, let me hear what you
So
saying.
the remnants of slavery is still with us. And I think it is artificially so. There are people who are keeping that fresh, using slavery as a weapon to corral people of a certain thinking to be a political force, to be a voting bank. Okay? All across the world, not just here in Trinidad. Because we still are tied to some obsolete ideas around race. Okay? And so humanity has been proven to be basically one race, right? Human Genome Project proved that. But even long before the Human Genome Project, the whole concept of humanity, Homo sapiens sapien, means the thinking ape. Means that what makes us human is not our appearance. It is our ability to think. And it seems to be that some people are trying to convince some people, and being successful, that some people can think better than some people. If you agree with the concept of race, then you agree that some people have a greater cognitive ability than other people. Right? There's a whole saying, ideas rule mankind. And unfortunately, there's an idea called race that still exists in our minds. I call race a gateway drug. It's like marijuana. It's a gateway drug. It's not so bad, right? However, you may start smoking marijuana, but then it is a gateway to maybe cocaine. And then cocaine becomes a gateway to something really terrible like heroin or whatever else, right? So race is a gateway drug to something called racialism. This belief that your physical appearance will decide a huge bit about what and who you are and your ability to think. Right? That is racialism. There's no hatred there. So white men can't jump, black people can dance. That's racialism. Right? But the problem with that is racialism is a gateway drug to racism. Because you are different, because of your physical appearance, I don't like you, I hate you, or I think you are a threat to me, so we are going to be at odds. That's racism. The only way to prevent that is to abandon an obsolete idea as race to begin with. It's an obsolete idea.
Okay, then. Interesting. Have we any other voice notes?
Nah, that is it.
Right,
But callers, you all are free to call in and give your 2 cents. We just relaxing. We freeing up the Friday today.
Turn it up a little bit. All right. Yeah. So basically, well, we had so Garfield Sober's his funeral this week. He was one of the better icons of the 21st century kind of thing. He would have made his contribution via cricket and so on. And to all the older heads, they would appreciate and celebrate his death in a meaningful way. And that was done in Barbados. They had the mourning, they had the viewing, they had the different pieces of or elements of a state funeral. And he was sent off recently with accolades, that he would have brought to us over the years. So we still have Caribbean unity. We have issues around that ICC judgment on the issue with the Barnett issue in CARICOM. And I like how nobody has put it in terms of, with Trump. Politics is really about ideologies and interests, That is basic politics, Ideologies and interests. And if you have shared ideologies with different people, it is a shake-up in the world right now at different levels for different things. And you have to be paying attention to that. You can't let that go. Who's that?
Take the call?
Yeah, take the call now, man. Hello, good day. Hello. Hello, yellow.
Something going on with it. No, it can.
The lineup?
Yeah, the lineup.
Line
That's
up,
why I hear it again.
yeah.
But the person, I don't know if they call in voice call or what.
Yeah, well, yeah. So we have. Hello, good day. Hello.
Good morning, good morning.
Welcome. Go
Mr.
ahead.
X and Sahobi.
All right.
Yes. No, I have a little thing to say on this emancipation.
Uh-huh.
Right now, I sit on bareback with our short pants. I don't meddle nothing with these things. Because for me, my life and these things mean nothing to me. Because I have a life to live to go and get what I have to get. And since as small is that I doing. I live a little comfortable with all these things, and because these things only put things in your head and make you get on stupid and watching other people cross-eyed. And nobody here coming by me with emancipation clothes today or tomorrow. And I telling myself, you emancipated, you is a bandit. If you come in with sari, you is a bandit. If you come in with, if you put your clothes, you is a bandit. I am meddle with them thing at all because them thing is not my life. My life is to take care of my children and take care of myself, how much good health I in, and pray to God, and that is the end of it. Thank you, gentlemen.
All right, okay. Well, you live in a simple life, but it have those that not living a simple life and are confusing it with a lot of different things, right? But I don't wear any African wear, and I'm not going to buy any anyway, because I don't celebrate those holidays. Basically, I just wish it along, and it goes along as every other holiday. And Corpus Christi, Christmas, wherever it goes, it does what it's supposed to do. All right, so it is what it is. It is what it is.
Caller, good morning.
Hello, morning.
Hi, good morning, Mr. X and
Morning.
Mr. Obi.
Morning.
I just want to give my little contribution.
All right, go ahead. Make your contribution.
I am a 60-year-old woman grown up in a community where there was mixed people like Indians, Negroes. We all lived together.
Right.
And my mom, them used to have, this Hindu prayers where the Hindus go for 1 week.
Right.
And the African people in our community used to come across on mornings, help cook, prepare, do everything, come back at night, partake of what we had to give. There was no race. Where is this race coming from?
Well, I guess the politicians, they bringing it out.
Yeah, but they're not supposed to be because that, I don't know, it's breaking the country really bad.
Yeah, but okay, we just went through World Cup, right?
Yeah.
And it's the most amount of camaraderie I saw with all kind of people. I was like in a place where they have Syrian, where they have Chinese, where they have African, where they have Indian people, where they have white people. And I was moving around in every corner and cranny of the place. And that has been going on for the whole World Cup, all over in all them bars. And so it's just superficial thing.
I think it's not just World Cup, but the cricket also brings us together.
Well, that will also bring us together very soon. Is that cricket in the Oval today by chance?
I'm not too sure about that.
I see people line up by the Oval this morning.
I think there is no for them to buy
and one
tickets.
other thing I want to talk about, I think Ms. Vandana Mohed needs to visit that Shaguana's office. Because I have filed for assistance since December. Went back in March, which was the director told me to visit to see if my file is okay. When I went there in March, they told me everything is okay, everything's fine up. I'm just waiting for officer to come home and visit me. This is July going into August, and nobody came. Right now, I am willing to work, but I can't work because I have my ankle replacement to do orthopedic surgery. I have my cataract to do, eye surgery, and I really can't work, so I need the little assistance.
Oh, okay.
So I think she needs to visit and see what's going on with those officers that they are not coming out on the field.
Okay. All right, cool. I'll pass it on to her and see what happens.
Yeah, okay, thank you. And you all have a good and blessed day. Enjoy your day tomorrow.
Yeah.
We go try
Enjoy
and
my day as
take it.
every other day that comes and
Yeah.
goes. All right, thanks.
Caller, good morning.
Yeah, they're going to march down Frederick Street and talk about the African and there's this and there's that and nothing
Correction,
going on.
conveniently African.
Yes.
Convenient.
Yeah, I quite agree with you with your observation. You know that when you go and watch your football and things, you know what people come together and they sit down and they care for the same teams and all that and so on and things.
Right.
That is not really the issue affecting the African community.
That's not the what?
That is not the issue that is affecting the African community.
What is the issue?
The issue is if all them places they fall out there, that don't watch the football, if all of them pick up some documents and go to the bank for a loan, who is more likely not to get that loan? When they go for a position in a job space, which one of them is the least likely to get selected? If they go in for a scholarship or something, who is the least likely to get chosen? What the things affecting the community is the systems that were put in place now and not now. Let me put a disclaimer. We're not blaming God. Move away from that blaming crazy and blaming to no. You could get up and get right. I agree with all of that. But what I'm saying is the systems that were put in place are still there today, and we know it that they're still there, that they're least likely to be accepted for different opportunities in life simply because of your color, no matter what part of the world you go. That is the issue. Thank you.
All right, but that's your view. That's your view.
Caller, good morning.
Yes, gentlemen, morning.
Morning.
Yeah, well, so tomorrow is Emancipation Day, but we still have people in this country that mentally enslaved.
Well, that's what it is.
No, because I mean, like Heavy and Upi and them, they don't think that's not face value. They go and do this very fast and take it to the public. But because if a politician tell them X, Y, and Z, they take it to line and thinker. There was a period when I really study these holidays because I see it as a costume party. People just set up for one day, and the day after that, they don't know to do no more to it.
All right, cool.
There's only one woman I see in my life, a red-skinned Negro Spanish lady. She was a teacher in Northern College, and this woman used to wear a sari every single day of the year.
Well,
I remember working and I see this woman passing every day. It's not no holiday, this woman wearing sari, I shoot. But you see other people who want to dress up, it's a costume party, and the people who selling the clothes is the ones making money.
All right, cool, thanks.
So I don't wish somebody happy Emancipation, happy Diwali, and all of them is a bunch of slums as well.
All right, cool.
Okay.
No problem.
Strong opinion.
You know, it's real funny, eh? I would sit here.
Caller, good morning.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Morning.
Good morning, Granny. Good morning, Granny. Good morning.
This is Granny. Yeah, what I want to say this morning is our country is going good enough for me. Our country is going good enough for 1 year. Now, what could happen in 70 years? They want this government to finish it in 1 year. Things will come better when the country go better. And when water, lights, and everything come cheaper, people will see the country will be going better. I want to say that, right. And I want to tell people, parents, for this holiday, all you do, parenting, don't study this and that. I'm from Beach, and the people going to take a rod, and they're going to navigate them, which is dangerous. And they're going to catch fish who cannot afford to buy it. Do parenting. Don't study one set of things. Do parenting. Teach your children. Show them to do a little work. in the country, they will carry them a few days in the melon field. I carry mine in the cocoa land. You hear? And let me tell you something. Poverty is not a crime. And poverty will not send nobody to commit crime. Health is wealth. Once you have wealth, health, your 2 foot, your 2 hands, and you have health. Because I have so much private firms, people working, making a living, and they're going okay. You don't wait for government work only. You do anything, train your children, teach them. Let the women in the house see the correct, all the wrong, what they do when they go into school, all what they get wrong, let them do this holiday. It's not to only jump up and wild up. It's to go to your book and see what you could do. All your help, all your children, and things will go better. Thanks, all your the country going good.
All right, thanks a lot. And you know, funny enough, I might be seen, you know, funny enough, if I do explain what I have explained to people, I could be considered a racist very easily. And you know,
I'm telling you, I don't get jump for that already.
And it now dawned on me, right, that in my professional capacity, right, where I'm at, all, as I tell you, 90% of my board is East Indian. So they celebrate, they live culturally, they live the Hindu lifestyle and so on, and had a little band on their hand and whatever, you know, right? And I will partake, but I'm not in Indian way. If you understand, I'm not celebrating it like that. So could I be construed as being racist, as not being part of the clique?
No, I don't. Let me tell you something. I don't think they would look. I think our side would be more offended if we don't toe the line than them. I think if Indian people don't dress in their Indo garb and stuff like that, their side is a bit more acceptable of it. But when we don't do it, we get called out as being sellouts. But my issue does always be this. I believe we just practice token blackness conveniently.
Well, yeah.
Right? And that is how I see emancipation.
But in my professional capacity, in my professional capacity, could it be seen as I being racist?
No.
Or
I think they understand how you feel about it already, even without you explaining it.
I never explained it to them.
Right. But
I never explained it to them.
But given the way how you think and how you operate around them.
If today I put on an African suit and come out today,
I'll laugh at you.
Right?
I'll laugh at you.
Well, no. I'm talking about in a professional capacity. I didn't know how to read the room, right?
Right.
If I decide that I go and put on African wear to come to work today, or to transact my business, do all through town, wherever, in African garb, when is Indian arrival and I don't put on
their thing,
right? Could it be construed as racist? That's what I'm asking. And that is a very valid question to plenty people outside there.
Yes, baby Trump.
Hello, good day.
Hakuna Matata, good morning, my brothers. How are you all today?
Yeah, morning.
All right, yeah, don't worry, man. Don't worry. Yeah. Hey, so did they, for the celebrations and stuff, was any African prince or anybody of significance was brought in for this year's commemorations and celebrations and stuff? Do you know?
No, I don't.
I know last year they had a guy, but yeah, they had a guy, one or two people, from the motherland was there and so on, and so I just wondered if this year was anything of significance, which I'm sure was the same thing last year too, but Yeah. So all in going and joining procession tomorrow and so on, and
I will
and celebrate the ancestors.
No, I will be learning to ride a motorbike tomorrow.
Oh, we don't play that.
No, I will be learning to ride a motorbike tomorrow, brother. I ain't not going in procession nothing. Yes, I have motorbike.
honoring the motherland and the ancestors, and then we're going on a motorbike.
I honor my ancestors by getting educated, working hard, and raising productive, responsible, respectable children. That is how I honor my ancestors.
There you go. All right. Yeah, that's right. You're right. Well, look, fellas, enjoy. Oh, wait. It's not a long weekend. Today's Friday. Oh, shoot. Yeah, well, still enjoy,
All right, cool.
tomorrow. All right. Take it easy, guys.
Okay,
Later. Bye.
And people, we have to go to a quick break after X lands his plane. So land your plane.
No, okay, for instance, if tomorrow I front and center any parade and my actions does not match my words, right? Could I be considered racist?
Some people might think you're a bigot. They wouldn't think you're racist. They'll think you're a bigot.
Point well taken.
And with that, folks, we are going to a quick break and we'll be back shortly.
Get ready, get excited. The Parish of Barataria invites you to our Harvest and Family Day on Sunday, August 2nd, 2026. 2 communities, 1 vibrant parish. St. Teresa's RC Barataria and...
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stephan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive Home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
The Tobago Heritage Festival is much more than a series of cultural shows. It is Tobago's largest annual celebration of history, traditions, and community spirit. Created in the mid-1980s to preserve the island's unique customs, the festival brings Tobago's past to life through music, dance, storytelling, food, and folklore. Unlike many festivals that take place in one location, the Tobago Heritage Festival spreads across villages throughout the island. Each community proudly presents its own traditions, giving visitors an authentic look at Tobagonian life and culture. This year's festival runs from July 16th to August 1st, 2026, celebrating the importance of community, togetherness, and cultural identity. The Tobago Heritage Festival 2026, keeping Tobago's rich heritage alive for future generations.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story. From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
Some stories are written in books. Others live in the hearts and memories of a people. One of Tobago's most famous folk legends is that of Gangang Sara, a mysterious African woman said to have flown across the Atlantic and settled in the village of Golden Lane. According to the legend, she possessed the power of flight, but after living in Tobago and eating salt, she lost her ability to return home. Her story has been passed down through generations and remains one of the island's most treasured pieces of folklore. During the Tobago Heritage Festival, visitors gather in Golden Lane to hear the tale brought to life through storytelling and cultural presentations. It is a reminder that heritage is not only found in historical records, but also in the stories people share from one generation to the next. This is Tobago's oral tradition at its finest, and in 2026, Tobago invites you to hear it for yourself.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Ramala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today. Exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stephan and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive Home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
The Tobago Heritage Festival is much more than a series of cultural shows. It is Tobago's largest annual celebration of history, traditions, and community spirit. Created in the mid-1980s to preserve the island's unique customs, the festival brings Tobago's past to life through music, dance, storytelling, food, and folklore. Unlike many festivals that take place in one location, the Tobago Heritage Festival spreads across villages throughout the island. Each community proudly presents its own traditions, giving visitors an authentic look at Tobagonian life and culture. This year's festival runs from July 16th to August 1st, 2026, celebrating the importance of community, togetherness, and cultural identity. The Tobago Heritage Festival 2026, keeping Tobago's rich heritage alive for future generations.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story. From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
Some stories are written in books. Others live in the hearts and memories of a people. One of Tobago's most famous folk legends is that of Gangang Sara, a mysterious African woman said to have flown across the Atlantic and settled in the village of Golden Lane. According to the legend, she possessed the power of flight, but after living in Tobago and eating salt, she lost her ability to return home. Her story has been passed down through generations and remains one of the island's most treasured pieces of folklore. During the Tobago Heritage Festival, visitors gather in Golden Lane to hear the tale brought to life through storytelling and cultural presentations. It is a reminder that heritage is not only found in historical records, but also in the stories people share from one generation to the next. This is Tobago's oral tradition at its finest, and in 2026, Tobago invites you to hear it for yourself.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Ramala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today. Exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stephan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Take it front with Officer Shabadi. Go beyond limits with Roland Stewart. Drive home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
The Tobago Heritage Festival is much more than a series of cultural shows. It is Tobago's largest annual celebration of history, traditions, and community spirit. Created in the mid-1980s to preserve the island's unique customs, the festival brings Tobago's past to life through music, dance, storytelling, food, and folklore. Unlike many festivals that take place in one location, the Tobago Heritage Festival spreads across villages throughout the island. Each community proudly presents its own traditions, giving visitors an authentic look at Tobagonian life and culture. This year's festival runs from July 16th to
All right, people, we're back inside, and this is off the record all the way until 12 noon. And we are at a point where, so I was talking about the actual, how to put it, emancipation and Indian wear and that kind of stuff, and celebrating the instances where I have to get adjusted to my professional capacity where that is concerned, because I'm supposed to be dressed in whatever holiday it is kind of thing. But I have this personal conviction that I don't want to dress in anything. I just want to be me. In that kind of way. I don't want the drama, I don't want the stigma, I don't want anything along those lines. I just go with the flow, you know. So what is our senior boy? NCB Merchant Bank resigns.
Caller, good morning.
Gentlemen, good morning.
Morning.
I would love to offer this as a contribution.
You wasn't hearing nobody.
Wait, I was hearing him.
You was hearing him?
Yeah.
I wasn't hearing him.
I was hearing him.
Nah, I wasn't hearing him.
We cut off the man, right?
Sorry about that, but I wasn't hearing you. I wasn't hearing him on my end.
I was hearing him on my end.
Nah, I wasn't hearing him.
Call back, please, caller.
Call back, caller.
Your contribution sounded urgent.
Yeah.
Hello,
caller, good morning.
Obvious what I'm going.
Right, go
I
ahead,
know
go ahead,
hearing
go
you. I
ahead.
wasn't hearing you before.
Yeah. So I wanted to start my contribution by something you just said in a response to a caller. You said that you have chosen to emancipate, rather to honor your ancestors by educating your children to be the best they can be, to be a good citizen, etc., etc. I want to commend you for that. I am very much aware of the intricate details in people's emotions as to how they process their heritage and so on. And of course, in no way at all would you want to diminish anybody's view of their past, the trauma they may have experienced because of the past, whether they experienced it directly, subliminally, or otherwise. So to the African community, or rather, I would like to say, to the African diasporic community, those who are ancestors of slaves and so on, my fellow citizens and brothers of the same mother, which is Trinidad, may you all of you who are of like mind and conscious about the holiday and so on, you have a great day tomorrow and may fulfill your heart's desire. But I want to say this. The reason why the political parties are able to use race at different points in time is the same concept why a fisherman would be successful as a host for another man. They throw the bait where the fish is. And hold a second, please beg you, hold a second.
No, go ahead. Give your contribution. Yeah, they know a good chain of thought here. Oh, he told us, hold on a minute. Okay.
Hold on a minute. Is that right?
Yeah, you're back. I'm sorry.
No problem.
Yeah, and I'm saying that they threw the bait where the fish is. And the politicians know, regardless of who they are, let's be real here now, whether it's the PNM, USC, people, whoever, regardless of who they are, they throw the bait where the fish is. And that's why, according to David Rudder, when it comes to party and you talk politics, you set in any time. But when it comes to the power, because that's what politics is really. Croco kind of immortalized that in songs by making it clear to all those who would listen that the African claim to any sort of supremacy in Trinidad is holding on to political power, which is a false concept. Because really, coming back to you, Obi, the concept should be emancipation for what it really is now. Emancipation is not limited to the condition that your great ancestors may have felt. If a person grew up in a home where his parents were not educated, he emancipates himself
by becoming educated,
enlighten himself. If your father was a farmer and you decide you want to honor your father by being a doctor, you emancipating yourself. If you are a shoemaker and you spend every last dollar you have for your daughter, your son, to go to law school or whatever might it be, you are emancipating your family. And so that's what I just want to say, that the concept of this emancipation and all of that, I think is misplaced and misunderstood, because it really speaks to the individual's ability to see himself greater than his present circumstance, regardless of race. It has nothing to do with race, even though the concept was founded in that very difficult and terrible condition.
But not only that, caller, let me ask you something, right? And emancipation by extension means freedom?
Definitely. That's
right.
Actually, that's the defined word, yes.
So, with me being free, it means that I now have access to things that I wasn't allowed to have because I was a slave, right? Am I correct?
Correct.
Good.
Correct.
So now, what I need to do to honor my ancestors who didn't have access to those things is to use the freedom to gain everything and benefit from everything that would have been given to me for being free.
And that's why I'm saying I applauded your words. But you see, there's something called the horse syndrome that we as a society has found ourselves in. Let me just see if I could briefly tell you what that is. I think Mr. X might know. But do you know, if you take a horse and day after day after day, you tie this horse, because let's say he's a little rabbit fella and he's excited, but you tie him on a tree, and eventually he gets accustomed to this bridle around his nose, his face. Then you remove it from the tree and you put it on a plastic chair. He's still going to stand up there, though.
Yeah.
And then eventually you remove the chair completely and let's drop the belt on the ground, the rope on the ground. He is going to stay in the same place. He's not going to go anywhere.
True.
Because he's been trained to believe that that's his will. That's all he could do. Then he could stay right there until the master comes to move him. And I'm simply saying to you, the politicians that use race to divide Trinidad understand that concept very well. So
Okay,
as
then.
much as I totally disagree with the statement made by the former Prime Minister that all Trinidadian people are stupid, and of course it's derogatory in its nature. If you understand the context in which he was saying it, he knows exactly what he's talking about.
Yeah.
And that's
and
why
and
the
and they
PNM
weren't
has been
smart enough to
proven be
understand
very
what you were saying.
successful over the years.
Okay then, caller.
Gentlemen,
Thank
thanks a
you.
lot for my intervention, and you have a good day. I'll smoke.
Okay then, thanks, caller. Mhm.
Yes.
Very interesting contribution
when,
there.
When people talk, right?
Mm.
I listen
Yes,
to what they
sponging.
don't say,
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to what they did say,
Mm.
right? And there are so many points that he has touched on there
Yeah, boy.
that I kind of half agree with some of the points,
Mm-hmm.
because I really don't want to dismantle it now, to be honest.
Okay.
I really don't have the energy and I don't have the time to really dismantle it. But I understand what you're saying in terms of the emancipated mind and so on. But I will not be wearing any uniform tomorrow. Very simple. Because we have taken it. Watch it. People that say the way how we just operate, right? Go on a boat ride or go on a party kind of setting with African people, and what you would see big link gold chains. You would see
You beat me tight.
you would see slave bands.
You beat me tight.
You would see beerers on people's feet. You would see many of the and I don't know if anybody has ever done because I haven't read any book that speaks to that. But the nowadays African man, he doesn't know himself.
Nobody in wearing
Properly,
beads, eh?
but
Nobody in wearing beads.
no, there's wear beads. There's wear big beads around the neck and all
No,
kind of
no,
mad
no, no,
thing.
no. Certain ones.
Well,
but
certain
majority
people,
of them
yeah.
is gold.
Well, yeah, but have those that wear them Congo beads and them kind of thing around their neck, right? And we we keep going through this whole and I would say that they're taking off the shackles off your hand
And put it on your brain.
and put it in your brain.
Yep.
Right? And the neocolonialism pieces that we are accustomed to are symbols of the past in a lot of instances. When you watch the slave boots with us, with the sandals and thing with us coil around your foot and all kind of mad thing, we are products of the past, and we have remnants of slavery in our DNA. What we always do with land, especially black people, what we always do with land, land is associated with ridicule, disrespect, licks, all kind of mad thing, right? All the negatives. That's what we are accustomed to, right? And I don't know if it's a slavery thing. I don't know if anybody has ever done a thing to find out why the African man is the way that they are now. Right? Because if you get together with a couple African to say, let me open my bank, somebody go thief the money and run. It is what it is.
Well, they did steal 3 cars in Mova from 3 people in Mova. Eh?
Well,
so you see what we talking about. We
so
fight
I don't want to deconstruct your argument,
But do you think to a certain point it also has become commercialized?
Well, yeah, to a point, yeah. Remember, it's only about 4 years ago we leave out the Me Too, Only about 4 years ago we leave out the Me Too. It had people walking around with Me Too.
Yeah.
Only about 4 years ago, everybody in Trinidad know. I remember a gangster I used to line with long time kind of thing. He pull out his phone and he say, "I'm dropping my prestige with this Me Too kind of thing." I remember him telling me that because I had a Me Too and a normal phone. And I pull out and he say, "But dropping my prestige." You didn't see I have a Samsung. Them days Samsung now come out now, and And he say, "Boy, you dropping my prestige." You know, I remember that statement in my head. But it was around, certain people had smartphones. Smartphones only come out about 4 or 5 years ago. Just before the election last year, last 5 years, whatever. Smartphones only now come out where everybody have a smartphone and everybody's a journalist now. Everybody taking picture, they know about live video, they know about everything they know about now. Just about 4 years ago, we did not know all those things. Just the other day.
Yeah, but we know.
Just about 2 or 3 years ago, Gemini and ChatGPT 4, ChatGPT 5, ChatGPT 6, ChatGPT 6, DeepSeek, all these different things only come up about 2 years ago. Let me say 2 years ago. Nothing said 5 years ago. 2 years ago.
Yeah.
We started to talk about those elements of how we going forward. I have nations way ahead of us, a long time to it.
Yeah.
So, in terms of trying to understand if slavery, I believe slavery in our heads is what causing us to operate how we just operate, right? How we just think, how we gather, how we form gangs and all these different things. I believe slavery has something to do with that. Whether you like it or not, it is what it is. Slavery should not have existed at all, but it did. You know what I mean? Down to the Bible and all talking about how you're owning slaves.
Caller, good morning.
Good morning, good morning.
Morning.
Mr. X.
Yes.
And that's Obi?
Yeah, bro.
Yes.
Yeah, good day. I was already discussing about the emancipation. What I will contribute here this morning, it might be a bit controversial, but it's my opinion.
Yeah.
The original Trinidadians is Caribs and Arawaks. Everybody else living here came here at some point in the history in the past, including the Africans. We came here as slaves to the Spanish, to the English, and to the French. So for today, because of we are able to go to school and get education and get degrees and big jobs and become public officials, high officials, we seem to disconnect ourselves from the African heritage. We are born to a race, and the race is part of a nation. Just like United States, you have Italian American, you have Chinese American, you have African American. It's not that they are not Americans, but they're born to a race in a nation. So there are different races that make up one nation. We in Trinidad and Tobago, we tend to distance ourselves from that because of our colonial past. And we try to keep up with the colonial living standards and other things that associate to them to be accepted. Because take it for instance, you have a fellow named Vishnu Dan Paul. That's the entire Hindu name. But he will get a work anyway in any bank in Trinidad with his Hindu name. And if you have an African name like Alawi Olatunji, they don't want to employ you. Regardless of what is your qualifications. So we have to deal with this issue when we try to say that race is not a problem. It might be a problem publicly, but socially and on the ground, we have the race problem. Even in business, you have the race problem. Right? So we, as a people, we came here as Africans. Yes, many years ago, centuries. But that doesn't change it genetically or biologically. Thank you very much.
Okay.
All right, okay. That's your view.
Very, very, very interesting take.
Again, what you didn't say.
Yeah, it's a very interesting take. I again, his opinion.
Yeah.
Caller, good morning.
Yeah, guys. Morning again. Yeah, I called you there one member. I talk about the the five men sit down watching football in the bar and who is least likely to be hired and so on. Yeah, he just expounded on it a little more. Let me give you a next aspect of slavery that's affecting us today that people don't check. You see, lifestyle disease, or what they call lifestyle disease, a study was done on mainland Africans from remote Ghana and the places that we supposedly come from over here and so on and things. And when they check out the diabetes and the and mental illness and different things, it is more prevalent. And they did a study on it, and it come down with the kind of diet we had, the food that was available to us, the crap that we end up making delicacies out of that affected our health in the Caribbean here. That is attributed to slavery. And not just that alone. Many of us are products of inbreeding. Remember, he used to take a buck, a young, strong one, and he has to go with his mother to make more for the slave master. There's a lot of atrocities he went in with his sister and them thing, and we coming down to the generations, them that genetics come down with us. There's a lot of things, you have to really research and appreciate it. It's not like, boy, forget about slavery and everything. You have to know where we come from to know why we are, how we are today. Thank you.
Okay, well, I personally don't agree with that to a certain extent, and this is why. And again, the statements where one caller might have said, well, based on your name, you didn't get the job. That doesn't only revolve around your name, That could revolve around your look. That could revolve around things you might have on your skin. That could from tattoos to different things. That could revolve around your attire, how you present yourself. That is a broad spectrum thing. And I believe that in most jobs, they would hire you based on your skill and your qualification. And for the other caller who was saying, well, the inbreeding and the this and that, I just tell people this. If you try to convince me that in 2026 you are still held back by things that would have happened in slavery, I don't believe that. Again, but that is my view. I think the door is open for everybody.
Yeah, but is it a psychological touch? That is the issue. All the elements of back then are what we practice today. And a lot of the instances, but we have more freedom now. So we can walk on the same side with somebody. We can use the same toilet as somebody of a different race, wherever, right? But the psychological aspects is that how come you don't see a Chinese with a big sleeve band? Right? How come you don't see him with, trying to bring all the brands and where? How come you don't see the Syrian with that? How come you don't see the Indian with that? Well, the Indians does do that sometimes. But generally, how come you don't see those things?
Hold on, we have a call on the WhatsApp. Caller, good morning.
Obi and Osiris, good morning.
Good morning.
I can ask a question. Do you think that the African brothers and sisters out there are afraid of their own identity? Or ashamed of their own identity?
Yes.
Well, in some instances.
Some. Not all, but some.
Yeah, I ask that because a lot of these people here calling in and they're calling African brothers and my African sisters and all these kind of things. What names do they carry? Why are African people so ashamed to use the traditional African name? Yeah. Why are they so afraid to wear the traditional African wear every day of the week? Why? Why is that?
And not only that, if you're going to go with the narrative of these things still affect us, and you were given Christian names, why don't go change it?
Exactly the point. And you're still at this point in time naming your kids with
traditional names.
Why? Why?
Yeah.
So I think a lot of these people are ashamed of their identity.
Or they could be delusional
and that is
too.
A bad thing. No, I am a East Indian, but I does appreciate when I see African people in the African way. You understand? I love to see a beautiful African woman and she African woman. You understand? I love to see that. And I find they shouldn't be afraid to do all these things African, if you are truly African.
Yeah.
I would like you all to play a song called African Identity by Maestro. And let them listen to that song and see if it can sink into their head.
Yeah.
Mr. X, I don't know if you know that song.
No.
You know? Play it and let it sink in for them.
Okay,
All
then.
right, cool.
Right? All right.
Well, it's very interesting.
Yeah.
Well, this is a deeper topic than I thought.
Yeah. Because you see his identity. Because you remember now when McConnell Dagger was pushing for the Black Power movement, what did Eric Williams say? They want to change all their name back to Kulumumu and Ulububu. Which and you remember you had one sect more pushing for African heritage. I see people for emancipation, and this is what I'm saying. We'll have one full African wear and a Jordan sneakers in the foot. Why you don't have on our sandals? Why you don't have on our slippers? So that is what I said. To me personally, they playing smart with cheapness. That's just me. Caller, good morning. We lost that one. Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. X, and good morning to Obi.
Hey, look, Eric.
You know, you're having a very
hold on.
discussion.
We have the news at 11 o'clock, so...
Oh, my God.
So you got to call back after the news, right?
Well, I ain't see the guy to read the news every chat.
Right?
Yeah. But that is just how my take on it, X. It to me, it's somewhat commercialized and...
Commercialized? I don't think that commercialized. I think that...
It commercialized is something to sell kente cloth. To put money in a certain second society hands and pockets. That is how I see it. It's to sell kente cloth. You know, we had to make sure because let me be fair. Who has the license for kente cloth? If we so Africanized, who has the license to bring the kente cloth? But anyway, we have Stanley Augustus here with your 11 o'clock news.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stephan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
The Tobago Heritage Festival is much more than a series of cultural shows. It is Tobago's largest annual celebration of history, traditions, and community spirit. Created in the mid-1980s to preserve the island's unique customs, the festival brings Tobago's past to life through music, dance, storytelling, food, and folklore. Unlike many festivals that take place in one location, the Tobago Heritage Festival spreads across villages throughout the island. Each community proudly presents its own traditions, giving visitors an authentic look at Tobagonian life and culture. This year's festival runs from July 16th to August 1st, 2026, celebrating the importance of community, togetherness, and cultural identity. The Tobago Heritage Festival 2026, keeping Tobago's rich heritage alive for future generations.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story. From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
Some stories are written in books. Others live in the hearts and memories of a people. One of Tobago's most famous folk legends is that of Gangang Sara, a mysterious African woman said to have flown across the Atlantic and settled in the village of Golden Lane. According to the legend, she possessed the power of flight, but after living in Tobago and eating salt, she lost her ability to return home. Her story has been passed down through generations and remains one of the island's most treasured pieces of folklore. During the Tobago Heritage Festival, visitors gather in Golden Lane to hear the tale brought to life through storytelling and cultural presentations. It is a reminder that heritage is not only found in historical records, but also in the stories people share from one generation to the next. This is Tobago's oral tradition at its finest, and in 2026, Tobago invites you to hear it for yourself.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today. Exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stephan and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive Home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
The Tobago Heritage Festival is much more than a series of cultural shows. It is Tobago's largest annual celebration of history, traditions, and community spirit. Created in the mid-1980s to preserve the island's unique customs, the festival brings Tobago's past to life through music, dance, storytelling, food, and folklore. Unlike many festivals that take place in one location, the Tobago Heritage Festival spreads across villages throughout the island. Each community proudly presents its own traditions, giving visitors an authentic look at Tobagonian life and culture. This year's festival runs from July 16th to August 1st, 2026, celebrating the importance of community, togetherness, and cultural identity. The Tobago Heritage Festival 2026, keeping Tobago's rich heritage alive for future generations.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story. From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
Some stories are written in books, others
You're listening to Talk City 91.1 FM's Emancipation Day feature.
Throughout Emancipation celebrations in Trinidad and Tobago, the sound of the drum remains a powerful symbol of African identity and resilience. For generations, drumming has been used to communicate, celebrate, worship, and preserve cultural traditions. During emancipation activities, the rhythms of African drums can be heard as processions, cultural performances, and ceremonial gatherings across the country. These rhythms connect present generations with their ancestors and serve as a reminder that despite centuries of hardship, African cultural traditions survived and continue to thrive in Trinidad and Tobago today.
This Emancipation Day feature was brought to you by Talk City 91.1 FM, the heartbeat of the nation.
We were born to rise again. Rise again. Rise again. Nothing holds us down again.
All right, people, we're back inside and we're live and off the record. We're going up to the 12 noon hour. Yeah, man. Where the sun is shining bright and directly overhead. yeah. I always wanted to say that too. Yeah, sun is shining directly overhead at 12 noon. I wonder if you all know that. But you'll figure it out, right? Generally, I was talking last evening or last morning, I should say.
Anyway, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
If it are called, take it.
Because you know Eric when I get back in.
Yeah. Hello, good day.
Good morning.
Good morning.
What a beautiful program. I love this program this morning. What I want to find out. And Egyptians was played too?
Was what?
Indians, Egyptians. Egyptians was played and them get over the border.
Right.
Indians and then church sleep. And them get over the border and they build nothing in Trinidad, they build themselves, they build big nice building, all kind of things. What keeping the African from moving on and living in that mental slavery attitude and sticking in that? Is them must blame themselves. Everybody else was slave and everybody removed that border and get away from that border.
All right, cool.
It's only the Africans like they eat it, they swallow it, and like they straight to strip it. I don't know what happened to them. And happy Emancipation Day to the people and to the African people and the Indian people and the whole world. Happy Emancipation Day. Have a blessed day.
Yeah, caller, thank you. Yeah. Go ahead, X.
Yeah. Yeah, I was talking about my experience when I went home the day. The person said to me, you have to kind of look at things differently because where I used to work is not a when you get to that point where you okay, let's put it this way: Shell, BP, Enron, Wood Group, well not Wood Group, but a couple of international conglomerates, right? We had Shell, we had BP, we had all the big players, right? They are of a different standard when it comes to work ethic and how they operate, right? It have no politics in that, right? And what you were saying is that in the no politics in inside of it, you would find that competencies and how things supposed to run, it will run. The only politics you will get is like the internal politics of how it would operate, right? But like the politics of the day, of the Indian people being hired against the Negro people being hired and Bacchanal by so and that PNM government, so Negro people being hired, if the Indian government, Indian people being hired, wherever. And he was saying with Newman George and all these players, right, at that level, that the local, after getting rid of Petrotrin and whatever, they would have hired Paria, Heritage, all the different pieces. And the political element would step in. And he thinks that but generally, right? It would be a thought process that the politics got in. So the politics would bring in our friend and this one and that one and wherever. And it would not be as rigid as it should be of an international conglomerate.
Okay then. We have a
Right?
WhatsApp caller. WhatsApp caller.
Yeah. Morning.
Yeah.
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 Good day.
Mr. X and we, I just want to ask two little questions.
Mm-hmm.
How could a person's identity be known? By the country he born in or by the where his ancestors come from?
The country born in?
Okay. Right? So, because sometimes your ancestors could come from Africa, but their family ain't born in Africa, you know. As how Mr. X was saying, with Portuguese family and all kind of thing. Right? So you could born in Portugal and end up in Africa, and then your child come down to Trinidad. So what you is? No, the other thing.
Well, I said what I am. I am a Trinidadian.
Exactly
as
that.
far as I know.
Yeah.
Exactly that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go to the next thing. I'm not talking about name. Why you shouldn't be named? You could say Watu Cecil or Umalungo, something to be African. But I want him to know if he ever hear the Indian cricket team name. Let me get the Indian cricket team name presently now and put it to the Indian name in Trinidad.
Morally Taran.
And see if it's the same kind of name.
Morally Taran.
No, it's not.
Okay, so I put my thing to rest. I'm a born Trinidadian, just like Mr. X, and I am moving from that.
And me
Thank
too.
you, brother.
Thank you. All
right.
Right. So you were saying that the politics would come now, and
No. When he said it to me, I was like taken aback because I was like, yeah, but offshore in itself has a certain level of inherent risk. And not supposed to have no partner, no
and no friend thing in it.
And no, it's either competent, you're qualified and competent or not.
But according to David Rudder, in this country, 1-on-1 means 11. That's the culture with we.
Well, yes, because so I was like taken aback at what he said to me, and I was like, yeah, boy, you're really making some sense there. Because and that would be contributory to the accident that took place with the 4 divers.
Okay. Hold on, we have Barco here.
Hello, good day.
Good morning, Barco.
Bless emancipation to you guys. Call me anything, just don't call me PN. Gentlemen,
or collect.
Or collect.
Or collect. Well, I could take a collect now and then.
Right.
Yeah. If it's an emergency. Let me tell you, plenty people use things in a different perspective. Now, we can't get rid of history. And history is very, very important and integral in our lives. Every single day we live, that day is history when the next day comes. And we could go ahead using history in an optimistic way, or we can, like the majority of our population, be pessimistic on the way we think and only look back at those period and all these kind of things, and keep us down with propaganda and hatred and this kind of anger and ignorance. And while some people use it and look at it in a pessimistic viewpoint, others look at it as an optimistic viewpoint and move forward. Look, we had one of the most segregated places in the world in the early America. We had a president who was of African descent. Now, and then we still have people in high places that just go with our narrative of, the oppression and thing. Yes, the oppression is there, but that really don't form no such a big way in preventing you from becoming who you could be, because every single Trinidadian that was born in Trinidad and Tobago have the opportunity of education and to move forward. The opportunities are there. If you don't want to make the sacrifices, that's up to you. Don't blame others for when they advance and you remain there, and then you use the pessimistic viewpoint of your past to try to justify where you are today. And that's the biggest problem that we have in Trinidad and Tobago. Now, look me, I'm an East Indian, right? Nothing about my indentureship past, I want to introduce it in my present-day family structure. Because, yes, there's good things about the struggles and things of indentureship, but the family structure was bad. Men oppress and treat their wives like there was nothing. The alcohol played a big role in every single thing. The womanizing was, so every single thing, a lot of the family structure of indentured laborship was at hard work, illiteracy, everything. Now, if I want to hold on to that past and bring it into my modern day, raising my children and thing, you know what I will be doing? Quarreling and complaining every single day and messing up my good life that I struggle to build in this time. That don't mean to say I ain't going to respect and look back at it and say, okay, fine, this is where I came from. And, we appreciate that move that these people make. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. Even our prayers, our worship, when they were having prayers and in long time, everything was in Hindi. So it would have about 5 old people, parents and things sitting around doing their prayers, and everybody else would be outside playing and waiting for food to done, and that's how it was. Now, they restructure that where people now doing it in more English, explaining the rituals and everything, and it has become more acceptable. So we don't have ignorant people talking about idol and worshipping this and that and all this kind of stupidness. Because a lot of things, you have to use the past to better your future and to always keep moving forward. If you want to dig that grave and remain inside there and keep on trying to climb out, and you just, every time you put your hand on top, you have people influencing you that pulling you down. You have to break that shackle. You have to get out of it. Otherwise, you'll be going on. And next 10 years, your generation that you created, that you could break that cycle and make a difference, you would remain right there and all will be in that same position. So somewhere along that line, look, my old man, that he was a good father, but as a husband, I try my best to not to be like my father, because that man was a womanizer, he's a gambler, he beat my mother and all this kind of thing, and I had plenty, like 90% of his behavior is in me. Being your last son, you always worship your father. And at that time, you didn't realize the kind of demon you worshiping and idolizing. That don't say I didn't love my father and worship him and all this kind of thing. But his lifestyle and his behavior, the amount of problems I had in like the first 10 years of my marriage and thing, trying to break that cycle. And you know what the worst thing that could ever happen in my marriage? Well, not the worst thing, but the most destructive element is that I have 2 daughters. And when them growing up in that home and seeing the kind of behavior that I disposing and thing, I didn't realize that. I didn't realize I was such a demon that growing up and having 2 daughters looking at me and hearing me cussing and drinking and running home and gambling and don't care nothing and thing. And is when you sit down now and you reflect and you say, hey, what the hell really going on with you, boy? Like, you're stupid. You have a good thing going. You have a nice family. You have a nice children, brilliant and all this kind of thing. You cannot be like your father. And sometimes you got to come back and you got to jump back and you got to slip and thing. But every single day, I just have to remind myself, hey, I cannot be like that. I had to break that cycle. Because now my daughters, them, it's like 25. One is a doctor, one doing law. And you want to sit back now and be proud that your children could bring their grandchildren and leave them by you. Say they're going by grandpa, you could teach them something. You don't want your daughters bringing your grandchildren and your cousin level, your pelting and all this kind of thing. You understand? So, like I go back to my point, we can use our history and we could use our past in an optimistic way to better ourselves and to improve our lifestyle and look for a better future. Or we could continue with the same mentality that we have in Trinidad and Tobago and be pessimistic about it, look to blame others and create that anger and hatred and ignorance in our society. Again, fellas, bless Emancipation Day. I hope that, things work out better for the African community in our country. And we know one of the major factors that contributed to that. Like I say, call me anything, don't call me PNM. Have a good morning. Take care.
Okay.
All right.
I hope to get Eric on the line because I know Eric wanted to give his contribution.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Yeah,
All right,
Eric.
morning.
I have a question to ask Mr. X.
Eric? Who is Eric? No?
No, they're not Eric.
Go ahead.
My grandmother was born in Goa.
Mm-hmm.
At that time, Portugal was running Goa. What she is?
I don't understand that. I don't understand the question.
Like if you're born in Africa, you're African.
Well,
If you're born in Goa when Portugal was running Goa, what is your status?
I'm guessing he's Portuguese.
But you're born in India, Goa.
Where's saying?
Hold on. You're born in. Okay, Portuguese was running India, you're saying at that time?
No, at Goa.
Yeah, get to your point. Make your point now, please.
He's trying to figure out what ethnicity.
Don't try to give
me a question a while ago, and I wanted to know because my grandmother came from Goa.
Okay.
Right. Well,
if Goa is an African country?
No, it's India. It's India where Portuguese.
Well, right. Well, she's an Indian.
She's an Indian. What's the problem?
No, it's not a problem. I just want to know now.
Okay then. Thanks, caller. Caller, good morning.
There is some ancestry
Good
tree
morning,
or something.
Good morning.
Hey, I press the right button.
Obi and Mr. X.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
I want to start my contribution by telling a story I may have told before.
We listen.
There is a cricketer from Trinidad, domiciled in the region of Cuba. He got on the West Indies cricket team. His name was Black. He was a fast bowler. I would consider him to be, like me, of African stock. Going on the tour of Australia, they decided to visit a watering hole. They met some hooligans who took these two black men outside in the alley and they showed them what it is to be to come inside of the pub. They were properly well bruised, beaten, and battered. When Black was interviewed, he said he understood that the people in that pub mistook him for an African. They did not know he was from Trinidad in the Caribbean because they don't like Africans at all. And that is why they brutalize him.
Okay.
So you see, what I want to tell you, Mr. X and Obi, regardless from where you come from, once you are what they conventionally call a black man, you are an African. You see,
you can't
at
be
the end of the day, I cannot deny my ethnicity. That is who I am. But at the end of the day, so I ask a question, why Eric don't change his name to an African name? So the answer is, sadly, I don't know my name. I don't know my name.
Eric, for emancipation, you smoke something, or Eric?
Yeah.
I find you real happy this morning.
You smoke a kosher.
The scientists are going to help us with that because DNA has been able to narrow down people to certain region of Africa and all of that. And we get an idea later on, we might be able to find our name, but I don't know my name. So I have to carry the name that was given to me. So at the end of the day, I just want to make it very, very, very clear that when we talk about the black man, the African, once you have pinky, curly hair like me, like a little spring, whatever you want to call it, once you originated in Africa, you are an African. Don't forget that.
No, but Eric, hold on. We got to engage something here, Eric. I ain't letting you off my fish line so easy. So Eric, in this case, right? Here, hold your mouth. My dad was a Grenadian, right? But I was born in Trinidad. Am I an African?
He's not a Grenadian. Look, you know, there's an interview that Kwame Ture did before he passed.
You watch his human genome.
It's on YouTube.
You look at the Human Genome Project. Did you look at that by chance? Did you look at the Human Genome Project by chance?
No, I have not. Right? But listen, there's an interview that Kwame Ture did. And while he was in the interview, there was another guy by the side of him who was an entrepreneur from Jamaica, and they were all in Florida in the USA. And the other guy was saying, well, I'm a Jamaican. He said, no, you're an African.
Eric, I feel Eric can some emancipation.
You like you smoke a kush today, yes? You like you smoke a kush today.
You smoke individual in the United States of America Just like there are those who refer to themselves as Irish American, Italian American, they refer to themselves as Afro American.
Yeah, but hold on, Eric. Let me tell you why I can't agree with you 100% with that, right? Hold on.
Yes.
When Stark went to England, Stark found out rapidly that the African, the pure blood Africans, the Nigerians and whoever, didn't mingle with Caribbean people. They called us Caribbean slave babies.
Yes.
And Stark literally got an opportunity where Stark was able to capture them actually saying it to him. And he said he learned immediately that he had to mingle with people of the Caribbean, whether they be black or Indian. Right? So what I'm saying is this. Right. So what I'm saying is this, Eric.
Yes.
Africans don't identify us as Africans. So how you can say I'm African?
Well, they are wrong. You think they're right?
So you say the man from Africa wrong for identifying me as a non-African?
It's over 200 languages Africa have, you know.
If there's African and Indian in England, father caught my father and sold them to a slave ship for 2 beats or whatever it was they gave him at that point in time. Die my fault?
I was born a Trinidadian, a proud Trinidadian, and that's it. Full stop. No African talk. No African talk. I don't have time with that loose talk.
Eric will after you. You come good.
I don't have time with that loose talk.
YouTube, I'm going to send it to you.
Okay then, no problem. No problem. Thanks.
God,
sorry, Eric. I cut you off. You can call back.
You're trying to sell me a dream.
What's that? He come, listen.
You know, you come by me with them kind of notice shock, boy. You serious, boy?
And people just want to get.
And he say that with a straight face.
Yes, and people just want to say, oh, I know everybody want me to unban him from my show. I have no beef with Eric. I just want Eric to apologize for that Curry Marcel thing. But I can debate him, and that's what I told him. But you have to admit, he knows how to sell anything,
We know to sell it with who he want to sell it for. You can't sell that by me.
Because you cannot convince me.
I am a Trinidadian.
Okay, we have a WhatsApp caller.
I don't know what you're talking about. I should have noticed talk me nothing that.
WhatsApp caller, good morning.
Morning. I don't know more Africa. I went to Africa once. I don't know more Africa really.
Other than the sun hot and the shine down at 12 o'clock.
Yeah, that's all I sure about. The sun hot and it shine down at 12 o'clock exactly directly overhead. Don't care where you are in the world. Hello, good day.
Caller, good morning.
Fellas.
Yeah.
So, I am no African. I might have descendants of it, but I am not an African. Understand, man? So this thing when they're coming back with, oh, we's African, they will laugh in our face. You understand? Like when they say they will laugh in our face, we are not African. And I would like to also make a correction of what you all saying. We are not Trinidadians, we are Trinbagonians.
Well, same.
And when we start recognizing this, then we will start to move forward.
True.
All right, fellas, so that's my contribution for this one.
Okay then. Thank you, caller. Caller, good morning.
I guess one chap, right? One chappy guy.
Yeah, good morning.
So, who is the Jamaican?
Who is Jamaican?
Who is the Grenadian? who is the Vincent? And I would like to know who is the Trinidadian?
No, all of them is African. All of them is African.
And listen, not only that, because all of us are Africans, we should go back to Africa and say we what we cut. We should go back and say we what we cut.
That's a very shallow interpretation of where we are as a people.
Yeah.
I look for it, Eric. I look for it,
What's up, caller? Good morning.
Morning, fellas.
Good morning.
Enjoying this talk, man.
Yeah, he make me laugh this morning. He come good.
So let me ask Eric a question, right? Indian were born in Africa, right? The country or the continent of Africa. Whether it's African or it's Indian. What's in that?
Ask him. I see what you say.
I'm not only that. Let me train Aaron. And the mother is an Indian and the father is African. What is?
Well, this is what I'm going to tell you. Right? My father used to make a joke. Right? We put in our boat. One for Syria, one for China, one for Africa, one for India. Right? And we put in one for America.
in the port of Spain.
Mm-hmm.
And we're telling everybody to go back to their country. Where we sending X? Which boat we putting X on?
I go in any half boat. The boat in between both of them, I go in on that boat.
You go to the An.
Yeah, the An boat. Yeah.
Yes, boy, all your boy.
Right, we go there at the end of the day. We have Indo descendants and we have African descendants. Sometimes we could look. Listen, if you see my family, you go crazy because here you see that whole family together. You know who is Indian, who is African, and who is Chinese, who is English, who is German. Here we're going on. You're going to go crazy because you know how to identify somebody.
Yeah.
All right.
And you know who is family and who is who.
All right, cool.
All right,
Yeah,
man.
Right, let me draw this example, right? To bring this down real simple. Give me that call.
No.
All right. If a woman gets pregnant, right? In Trinidad.
What's up, caller? Hold on. Go ahead.
No, let them talk.
No, go ahead. I just do it so they know that. Go ahead.
All right. If a woman gets pregnant in Trinidad and she takes a flight closer to 7 months, goes foreign, makes a child, don't care where she worked, where she made that child, is where it is considered the birthplace
of the child,
of that individual. So that child becomes an American citizen.
No,
it is not. It could live here all the life.
Right, but I want to tell people right now, under Donald Trump, if you try that, he's sending you and the American child back to Trinidad. So don't try that. But go ahead.
Yeah, but so long as you get a certificate,
yes,
a birth certificate that you were born in America,
you're an American.
You're an American citizen.
Talk that.
You're not a Trinidadian.
Nothing.
You are not nothing. You're a Trinidadian. You're an American citizen. And they have rules when you make an American child.
Yes.
You
can't
rules.
even come back here and leave the child down here for too long.
Yeah. You have to out there to get the documents and 6 months and whatever. Don't care where you reside, you are an American. Because if something happened to you, you are concerning America, not Trinidad.
True.
You could stay there 3 days and come back home here in Trinidadian. You are not a Trinidadian. You are an American. And an African American at it.
Yep.
Because you look the part, basically.
You look the part, yeah.
But generally, you're an American.
Talk done. What's up, caller?
Yes. Morning, people. I have a simple question. If a man get bounced down and he have no ID, and he got ID on him,
He's of African descent.
People?
He's of African descent.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean he's from Africa.
I thought they would recognize him as a man from Trinidad.
Well, but that is what they would say. A man from Trinidad and Tobago of African descent got hit by a vehicle.
Of African descent,
African still is the word. It's nothing about Trinidad. African coming still. You must put African.
Nobody don't have to say African. They could say a black man was of Trinidad and Tobago was bounced down on the bus shoot. They could.
Listen. The
African descent is a color, you know. African descent is a color, a description of a genome that you describe somebody as.
Listen, the mayor of NYC, you know they pronounce you know they have he as a man from Africa. He born in Africa. He's a African, you know.
Yeah, an African American. What's the problem?
Oh, he's an African.
He's an African American.
He ain't born here.
He's an African American.
How come?
That's how they would explain it. On our form, where does see? You don't see Africa. You don't see African. You don't see Indian. You don't see come down, man. Stop trying word semantics with me now. So don't do that now. Don't do that.
Man,
this ABC thing you're trying to put me down here. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Man, then he can run for president, you know.
Who is that?
He can't run for president.
Why he can't run for president? He has you
He ain't born here. He ain't born in America.
Yes, but you would have American citizenship that you can gain.
He could only run for mayor, a senator, and all that.
Why?
He can't be a president.
Why he
That is
can't be
what the law saying. Look it up and see that.
I don't know. I don't know the law about the presidency thing, but
We American callers. Call in quick and clear up that for we. Okay then, caller. Thanks. Caller, good morning.
Hello, gentlemen. Morning again. I can identify something mysterious about the mayor that can run for president. That is something happened with Schwarzenegger. Schwarzenegger wasn't born in America, even though he
born in
has
Austria.
citizenship, so he cannot be he cannot run for president.
Right, well, he was born in Austria, yeah.
But I can tell you something. Well, I hear about a comedian named Aries Spears.
Yeah, Aries Spears, yeah.
Watch what Aries Spears say about when the Africans from Africa come to America, how did they treat black Americans as opposed to how they treat white Americans. Same thing always in this nowadays. They just don't like them.
Yeah. I tell you that.
So yeah, man.
Okay then, caller. Thanks. What's up, caller? Good morning.
Yeah, morning, boss.
Morning.
Mr. Smart.
Mm-hmm.
I say something that's now by putting these ships and telling people which one you will go on, right? Which one the Indian go, which one the African go.
I go in the middle.
But what if you take the same ship?
Uh-huh.
What if you take the same ships that people quarrel about as African and as Indian, and you tell them which one of these ships do they want to go on and go back home? Go in the African ship and go back home. You go back India. You sure all of them jump in the American ship if they have a choice?
All the what?
You understand? So
he say
everybody
if it had three ships, right?
Yeah.
To go back and they tell each ship go back to the country, we will jump off our ship and go on the American ship because none of we ain't going back home.
Come now, man.
No, so nobody can go in.
Come now, man.
No, I agree with him. I agree with him because half of them would just be sick. Let me tell you something.
I am a proud
listen off your caller.
Yeah, hear this now.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yesterday, I was talking about something. I can bring it up.
Yeah, go ahead, quick.
I was talking about the amount of money that the PNM leaves this government the loans that they have, right?
Mm-hmm.
To pay back. Listen to me, small. Listen to me.
Mm-hmm.
Why when it have elections, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know everything that's going on. The both parties telling you everything that's going on. Well, okay, UNC in power now, and we know that what happened in the past 10 years. Now, a lot of people support the UNC, and I know all you know now. A lot of people bad talking the UNC because it's saying that we ain't getting this and we ain't getting that. They ain't fixing the road. Why they don't put something up every week on the media like how they was doing for election to show people, hey, we're trying, but we have these things to do.
Boy, I can't understand.
Because you know you're hearing news, listen, you're hearing things in the media, but not as much as when you hear it for election. Because plenty people bad talking. Look, even the people who were the 10%, they ain't getting no money. Come out and say something about that. People looking for the bush cutting, people looking for the road fixing. Come out and show people where things gone bad and we have to try to fix, but we will do some. You know, don't hide and just don't say nothing. Do it like when you was campaigning. Put out things every week so people can understand.
They choose not to, so I don't know. I don't know the communication strategy with the government. To be honest, I don't have a clue.
Well, you understand what I say, right? Because a lot of people who vote for them, they're bad talking them now. And a lot of people who support them, they're bad talking them because they're telling them nothing happening. But you must make it that open people's eyes. Because if you watch what you know. When people they ask certain people some things, who's the prime minister? Some people don't even know who's the prime minister.
Yeah. Well, this is what I was now going to correct you on, caller. The government is putting out stuff. They putting out. You see, a lot of people don't follow government pages. They only follow social media creators pages and the news. But if you follow most of the government pages, the MPs pages, you see them constantly putting out work where they were, where they cut grass, where they do this, where they think. That is where we just be getting the information to talk about. But when you go on the average government page and look, there are very, very little people in the comment section liking the post or anything because most of them don't follow government pages. They don't.
I know they have a lot of stuff that they put out.
Mm.
But what I'm saying is, when it's election time, you see it every minute of the day. Do something, put it out so people can understand.
They're not doing it.
A lot of people don't have.
Mm.
A lot of people don't go in social media. You know, they listen to what other people tell them. You know.
Okay, caller.
You know.
Mm-hmm. We'll take it.
Alright.
We'll definitely take it into consideration. But yeah, we back to the main topic. Yeah, caller. Good morning.
Good morning, X.
Mm.
Morning. If them both and them all want to line up to go to a country, they will never reach. Think about it. Think about being Trinidad and Tobago. And we here, Africa will come from Africa, so they come back to Trinidad and Tobago. And the Indian will come back from another from Trinidad. We will get upset. We don't want to sing that boat. So imagine them here that boat come and talk more people is African and Indian. They both will never reach. So make sure them both sing.
Oh God. Okay then, caller. Thank you.
The African Indians now, they will sing that boat.
Wow.
Whatever, man.
Yeah, and the thing is, it come like long time when I used to hear reggae artists singing, Mother Africa, take me back to Africa. I want to go to Africa. And I sit down and I watch documentaries of men catching and nenning in Africa. And I always use a joke and say, well, okay, if that is how you feel, let me put you back there. It come like the same thing with Hassan Piker, right? That is, he is far left. Hassan always want to talk about Palestine war, and he does use it conveniently to promote his narrative, right, X? And I've always said, if you so believe in your Palestine cause, let me drop you there. If you so believe in your thing, I find we should have something in the laws that if you support a certain place and you believe in it and you believe that your nation is persecuting this place, like for all who had a problem with what was going on with Venezuela and us, I find we must be able to pick them up and send them there to live. What do you think, X?
To be honest.
Yeah, because if you so believe you're an African, then go. Caller, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Morning.
Hear this now.
Mm.
So in Colombia, Chile, Brazil, do we call them South American? Or do you refer to them as a Brazilian, Argentine, right? Forget that. We have 8 continents.
Mm-hmm.
The only places, but 2 places, it was we say Australia. You call everybody there Australian. Africa is a continent made out of several different countries. And, well, you should know. Because Dr. Morgan Job in his early days working with the UN and then Skippy by extension, when they went to Africa, you don't call a Nigerian an African, a Kenyan an African. You refer to them by their
the nationality.
Yes. I mean, people, they put some sense in this now. A country is a country and a continent is a continent. Thank you, gentlemen.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I tell you, it's delusional. What's up, caller? Good morning.
Yeah, morning.
Good morning.
So, Mam Dani cannot be president because he wasn't born there. And even if he's a naturalized U.S. citizen, he still cannot hold the office. He has to be born in the United States. That's why Arnold Schwarzenegger could not be president because he was naturalized. I am naturalized too, but I cannot run for president. I have to be born in this country.
Okay then. Thank you, caller, for clearing that up first. Yeah, and I agree with it, man. It's a certain level of delusion they're on. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning, Obi.
Good morning.
Yeah, I listening to this discourse there right now concerning to the African wherever it is, but you know something right now I want to put in the mix. Do you know that I playing a lot of AI music on my car right now, and I'm very popular in the community. Where people is want to know, where you get that music from? Where you get that music from? How much someone support? And you know, to get that music on YouTube, all I have to do is type in Africa Still Waiting, and all that music right there. All that AI music right there, and people, it's been hidden. I don't know why they put it there, but it's there. You understand? So we history and all these different things had to be taught to us more fair and honest, because I tell you, the music, it's catching the public. I don't know if you display it here. That's the AI music, the gospel, the conscious, the foundation, all of that. They have it in AI now, but they put it under the banner of Africa Still Waiting. Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago.
Okay then, caller. Caller, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, good morning, Obi.
Morning.
I born in Togo.
Yeah.
So you're Southian? You're not Southian now?
I born in Portugal, one for the service politics.
Mm-hmm.
And I bring over in the 70s when Gavaskar came to Trinidad
Mm-hmm.
to play the West Indies. The Oval to be further than Indians and them coming to support India.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, Gavaskar come out to bat and they come out to speak and them are amazed to see. They want to know who these people supporting me.
Mm-hmm.
Them India, and them Trinidad, they come to play West Indies, you know.
Mm.
Them never come to see. Yeah, and then was amazed to see India supporting me.
Mm.
And then was like that. Gavaskar is India, then different, you know.
Hmm.
So the them is Trinidadians, not Indian. We are Africans and Trinidadians.
Mm.
All right?
Okay then. Mm-hmm. And people with that, we're going to have. Ooh, let me take this one quick before we go to the break. Yes, caller. Good morning.
Obi, really make sense out right now, right? You really think Eric going and jump on a boat to go across the one on the African continent,
And
right?
stay?
To have men with spears and machete running heat on all over the place in Africa. You really think so, right?
He might go if the PNM open a party day. Okay, callers, and with that, we are going to a quick break and we will be back shortly.
Protect yourself from electric shock or death before conducting repairs close to overhead lines.
We are having a word semantics display by TNT. A word semantics display. I will make it very clear. I am a Trinidadian, a Trinbagonian, right? Until Tobago secedes, I am a Trinbagonian, and I am free to go wherever the hell I want to go when I want to go, right? I cannot speak for anybody else. I am a black man basically, but you know, don't send me down that road now. Don't send me down that road. Don't do with that. Don't do with that. You know what I mean? Only come up with some kind of weird stuff. I don't understand. We don't have voice note there? We supposed to have voice note there. I'm almost sure that.
We now get one.
You now get one? Well,
yeah,
play,
one
play.
now coming in. Wait, but we have a WhatsApp call coming in first. I go confuse it. So let me take the call quick. Caller, good morning. Caller, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, I wanted on the topic.
Uh-huh.
Expressing is a black man. I want them to define a black man.
Want me to define a black man? Why I must define a black man?
Mm-hmm. You describing yourself as a black man.
A black man, what's the problem? I ain't green. I'm black.
If you're describing to somebody else.
If I describe
it have many black, it have black Chinese, it have black Indian.
I am a black Trinbagonian. Talk done. What else you want to know? What else you want to know?
All right.
I don't understand what you're selling me. We're selling me. It have Indian people that are black too.
For why identity black?
What's that? I am a black Trinbagonian. That's what I am. What else I will be?
No, why you using the black?
Why are you using the black? Because my skin hue is black.
So a Chinese in Trinidad who dark, he's a black Trinidadian.
All right, okay, he's a black Trinidadian.
All
right, let me hear you
now. All right, cool. That's what I wanted to find out.
You just chop yes?
I will call back if it's anything.
Yeah, do that. Hey, where you see a black Trinidadian? Where you see a black Chinese?
Okay, we lost that one.
You might see a Kalalu, where you would never see a black Chinese in Trinidad.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
I think we are all of African descendants and of East Indian descendants.
Oh God, boy, what are you cutting up the voice note for? Okay, caller, good day.
Yeah, so you know about 2 calls down, a man hit the nail on the head. All them Indian and African going and jump on the American ship.
But I said that.
You understand? And here what happening? That fella, I keep telling people we just confuse the police because when we have crime in Trinidad and a black Indian man commit the crime, right? And he going in the police station, he can't say he black. You understand? Because the police want to know now if he's African. So we had to stop. You know when we as Caribbean people.
There's a difference between race. There's a difference between race.
Right?
Oh God.
When we go to America, right? From the time them watch me and we open our mouth and we talk, all are we black? They don't consider none of we Americans or Trinidad. All are we black. And when you go to America, you just find that all the Caribbean people, whether you're from Guyana, you're from Grenada, wherever you're from, they have a tendency to gravitate to one another because here what happening. And here they care about if it's from African descent, if it's from Indian descent, what Chinese descent, whatever. Here what happening. Even the white from Trinidad and Tobago, them who like to feel they're white, when they reach in America, they're black. Yeah, that's that. So we had to stop fooling ourselves with this set of nonsense we just be talking, right? We had to stop this. We had to get rid of them holidays, boy. Otherwise, what's happening? We had to get the Chinese a holiday. We had to get the Syrian a holiday. We had to get everybody else a holiday too. And then we go really have the country with the most amount of holiday in Trinidad and Tobago.
Okay, then caller.
You got to write out all them holiday and make them working days.
Okay, then caller.
And you will see how much production we go get.
Okay, then caller.
Anyhow, fellas, only have a nice day and enjoy all your emancipation.
Okay. Right,
and I just asking a question. I am most somebody saying a black man is African. A black man could either be of East Indian or of African descent as a black man because there are a lot of black East Indian people. And also, I don't know, I could be wrong.
So wait now, good day, fellas. Mr. X, I don't know your colleagues there, I forget your name. What you're trying to tell Trinidad and Tobago here is that he believes in killing women, babies, and
what? God, boy, let's try, boy. Let's try. Make it quick, because we had to play this voice note and we are at the top of the hour. Go ahead.
All right. So, I look at things a little different, right? Now, I understand why you said all what you said this morning. I didn't listen to the whole program. I just thought I'm glad I get you. The last thing I heard is the guy who was talking about the way how the colonial masters affected the mind, right? I look at it like this, right?
Yeah, look at the
Oh, well, now the call coming in. I have to go. I have to go. Sorry.
Thanks. Good.
So wait now, good day, fellas. Mr. X, I don't know your colleague there, I forget your name. What he trying to tell Trinidad and Tobago here is that he believe in killing women, babies, and children and thing. He believe in genocide. That's what he trying to tell us. I just asking that question here.
How you come up with that?
Listen, brother,
Don't answer. Just tell us how you come up with that. We'll respond to you when you do. Right? Because I don't understand what's the link with what you're saying.
Hold something. Hold something.
So leave it for now.
Hold something. Hold something. Yeah, just hold something. Hold something. Don't feel because I'm on this show all you can get. Hold something. So people, we are the top of the hour here.
If you just have minds of a genius of expressing the obvious, to stop walk around your tongue with your blinkers on and just mirror into a post. Have a good day, TNT, and mind your business.
Right. Make a better version of yourself every day, and remember you cannot become a first world nation with a third world mentality. We out.
Hard questions, honest answers, real conversations from the